I'm gonna come in from that angle. I'll be back. Oh, hey, did you want to know how much to charge? Because that's the most common question that I keep seeing in these groups. First, we're gonna start with nobody knows how much you should charge because not everybody in these groups are from the same area. You may have somebody in a group that's in a town of 500 people that is lower income, the jobs aren't crazy, and then you only have a small number of people that you're going to be photographing. And then over in town 2, it may be 3 million people, and it's all upper class people in a different neighborhood, and they can afford a lot more. So the only way anybody is going to be able to help you in these groups is if you give a lot of context. I'm in a town of 1,800 people, and we're trying to do like a family shoot type of business, and I've done 5 photo shoots before, but I've been a photographer for a year, and I'm getting more requests. I haven't charged yet. Maybe this is the type of style I'm doing. I may do something else. Where should I start or go from here? And that way, all of the people in the world know, like, oh, they're only in a town of 1,800 people. They're trying to do family shoots. Me, as somebody in a population of 3 million doing car photography, should not help this person because I am not in that area. And that's something that the internet does wrong. So most of the time, you'll see online or in the groups a whole bunch of people telling you how much you should charge, you shouldn't charge yet, I charge this, we charge this. All of those don't have any backstory on where you are in your life or anything that's going on. And so you have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to understand that they don't know your situation because all you gave them were 4 photos of a bridesmaid and her people getting, saying yes to the dress, and how much should I charge for that? And based on your quality, they're going to do their best, but you're going to get too wide of a variation of answers. So I am not the authority on when or how much you should charge either. But since we're here, let's go over it. Here's what I think you should do in order to start charging. Once you get past the friends and family trap, what I mean by that is your friends that see you post on Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, whatever, and they think, oh, they are a good photographer. They would be good for my family session or my kid's graduation. And you decide you do have a nice camera or you're really good with your phone, and you start taking pictures of friends and family, and you start getting interested in it. You start thinking this could be good side money or a good side hustle, whatever you want to call it, and you want to start charging. The friends and family trap is just that, because once you get past the friends and family and you have to start marketing yourself and putting yourself out there, once you start getting consistent requests from people outside of your circle, whenever you're shooting and can shoot in the same location, same time of day, your editing style is set, your presets are set, and you can deliver through Dropbox, Google Drive, WeTransfer, whatever. Whenever you have that workflow down and it seems like you're professional enough to be able to pull this off consistently, you might be ready to start charging. I say might be because you still might not be ready, and that's okay. 10 shoots in, start charging $40. Once you hit 15, go up to 60. Once you hit 20 shoots, go up to 80. Once you do 25, go up to 100. You start doing sessions longer than you expect, you're doing more photos, and you're having to wait for them to choose photos, or you're choosing photos for them and they don't like the photos you chose, and then they want the raws, and then that's a whole nother conversation. So where do we go from there? Where do we go from charging $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, and you stay at $100 for a while? But you don't want to stay at $100 forever, because then you're known as that person who does $100 photo shoots. And then if you go up to 150, you've already done so many at 100 that you've built the reputation up as a $100 photographer. And now things have gone all kinds of messed up because it's a year from now and you're still charging 150 and then you don't even know what to do because you're stuck at 150. No, it's not personal experience. Yes, it's exactly what happened to me. I charged just crazy numbers for years and never went up in pricing because it worked for me. It was a good price set and people would book me all the time and I would do great. You have to choose low numbers but high prices or high volume and low prices. I feel like the in-between is very difficult to navigate. So I'm gonna walk over here and think about the question more. The next level up is like $125. That's what I see a lot of people starting to charge for just normal family sessions and things where the price can go up and we're just at a normal range. See how that works? 125, it's nice and round. A lot of people can pay it. Rambled about how much you should charge for pricing, and I've taken way too long. We're gonna get into the conclusion and the last part, I guess. But what is the conclusion? I don't even know. Pacing again, pacing. Have we already concluded this? We're gonna end it here with me not knowing how much you should charge because I don't know what population, town, or niche you're in. I don't know what area or the funding that's coming into the people you're taking photos or what you're taking photos. This is why it doesn't work in the groups, because we don't know. And it's hard for me to explain to a YouTube video how much you should charge without knowing anything about you, your skill level, or what you're photographing. So I guess in conclusion, just leave a comment down below saying what you're photographing, and I'll do my best to try and help you out the best I can. That's all I can help with today, because I've been here for 35 minutes and 15 seconds now, and I don't even remember what I started with, let alone what we're going to conclude with. I just hope you got something out of this and it comes through in the edit, because we've talked about way too much stuff today. So I'm just going to stand here with my feet on the edge and me looking at the river with two cards above my head, and this is how you know the video's ended. All the true rock stars out there, comment this guy's hair is funny and he doesn't know what he's talking about. The conclusion. The conclusion? I don't even know if I've made any rational or valid points yet. The conclusion? You want a conclusion to this? This rambling nonsense of craziness? I don't know. Go out and have fun and shoot things. That's the conclusion. Stop worrying about pricing. I'm trying to stick to good points and good points only, but I keep sticking. That's not gonna make it. Let's just listen to the sounds of the river. See, now we're thinking. Now we're thinking. But I have now been here for 24 minutes and 53 seconds on this version of the video. I didn't even say bucks correctly. This is my listening face. So this is me looking at your photos online and you asking, how much should I charge for this session? And me thinking, I have no idea. $1 million. I'm now pacing down the river. I don't even know if you could hear me. But this is just a whole deal. You're just watching a river right now, listening to a guy talk about stuff. This is an 8-foot drop down to some rocks. Oh boy, how much you should charge. There's a bug flying around my head. Oh boy, we've gotten to the part of the video where we actually go over numbers. We are 45 minutes into this, 5 videos in, and I can't watch the previous part to this video if you've skipped ahead. This may just turn into a full blooper reel. I don't even know what to say. I gotta get just right. $42. $42 makes people question everything. $42 makes them find $2 and change somewhere in the house. $42 makes them go buy something at a convenience store to get change for you. So here's what $42 does. It makes them think about what you're charging them and makes them ask some more questions.